Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'll be doing another Q&A video, and thank you to everybody who have asked me questions. I posted a picture as usual on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle somewhere here or maybe here. And I normally post a picture like, any questions, and you guys can put all the comments there and put your questions. So I actually did two places this time, in my post as well as in my Insta story. So I got questions in both sides, and I got quite a few, so I'm hoping to get through all the questions in one sitting. Otherwise, I'll always have to break it in two, because I always seem to want you guys to put more questions, and we'll have like a long girly chit chat or something, but I'll try and put it in one video. Okay, so let's get started. This question is from Norar AA. Hi Kat, what do you think of the Givenchy GV3 bag? I'm eyeing on the medium size in tan brown color, leather plus suede material. Would love to hear your opinions. Thank you. So I actually have not seen the Givenchy GV3 bag in real life. I saw some pictures of it and it looks quite cool. I really like the two materials, suede and leather. It reminds me of my Celine luggage tote, which is one of the reasons why I got it last time, is because they had the two different materials, which is so nice. So I'm actually going out today, and definitely will go and check out Givenchy's shop, and I'll check out the bag and I'll insert a clip here to see and put my thoughts about it to let you know. The Givenchy GV3 bag, it is really beautiful. I went in the store, I took a look at it, and it comes with an undetachable strap as well as a longer strap, which I understand that Givenchy can actually shorten. That's what they recommend, because I wasn't really tall and the bag fell really low beneath my hip bone, so it was too long, and the guy said that it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to shorten it. I really liked the bag. It was a good size. It had several compartments inside. If you look at the pictures, I think he told me there were 5. So one main compartment, one back compartment, and I guess the rest are like slip compartments. There's a zipper pocket at the front as well. The price was reasonable. It was about 3,000 odd Singapore dollars. If I didn't have any other kind of flat bags and I was looking for something unique, this is definitely a bag that I would consider. Next question, Bag Lover SC. Hi Kat, do you have any Chanel earrings? If so, can you share your accessory jewelry collection? So I actually have quite a few pairs of Chanel earrings. Currently, where I am now, I have about 4 pairs with me. In my mom's house, I think I got a couple of pairs, and then in my other home in Singapore, I have a few pieces as well. So they are actually everywhere. I don't know. I just like to go to some place and then try a earring and I'll put it there and I'll swap out. So every time I go to one house, I'll swap out my earrings and I'll leave those there and I'll go to another place and I need to be a bit more organized. I know. So why don't I do that? Why don't I get a bit organized, bring all my collection together. I've got some Chanel necklaces as well. Do I have any Chanel bracelets? No, just mainly earrings, necklaces. I'll put them together, and if I have any other accessories, I will do a collection video. Rosa.chanx. Would you consider the Chanel Business Affinity flat bag? I've actually not seen this in real life. I have seen many pictures of it, and I can tell you by just looking at it, it looks really, really functional. I like the little handle, and then you can wear it as a crossbody bag as well. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it opens in the flap and you've got several compartments. I actually will need to see it in store before I say, well, would I consider it? It reminds me of the LV Vivian bag, except that it has an additional compartment. I believe the LV Vivian bag is only one compartment. If I were to pick between the two, I think I would go with the Chanel one, just because I would rather have an additional compartment rather than just one, even though it might make the bag a little bit bulkier. And but I do think it's a very functional bag. I like the fact that you can wear it in 2 ways. You can carry it as a top handle and also as a crossbody bag. But I have to see the store. Definitely a bag that I would consider. Hepapotamus. What makes you want so many tattoos? Are you planning to get more? So I'm not planning to get any more because I have a very big piece at the moment. But I got my first tattoo. That was a long time ago when I was in university. And ever since then, it was like, I liked it. I like how it made me feel a little bit rebellious, a little bit different, and then I started to want more. So the want more feeling is more of a, maybe I want to express myself a bit more, so I got a piece across my neck, and then just a little bit more, and then I wanted to be like cool. Then I got one on my leg, And after that, it was more of being wanting the tattoos to be signify something. So I love stars, and I wanted that piece of what I love on me, because it felt like it represented me. So I got a lot of that. And over time, I started to get pieces whereby it meant something, like maybe I want to get something similar with my best friend, or I wanted something to represent the anger in me, things like that. It was more of a feeling and expression. Then I got my final piece, which is whereby I just said, you know what, I want a big ass back piece. That's where I got this piece, which I think most of you have probably taken a sneak peek, whereby it goes from my waist here all the way down here, and it goes all the way up, all the way to my back. So it covers half of my back, and it's all mandala. Mandalas are very spiritual. It's like a circular element with this just loads of colors and different, how I guess you can read it in a lot of ways, but I just love it because it's beautiful. It means to me it brings balance, because I am very, sometimes I'm a bit off and on and all like that. So I like the fact that it brings that kind of meaning. It's very spiritual, it's very calming to me as well. So I've got that all over, from my hair all the way to my back, and I'm supposed to actually add on a little bit more to finish it. So that's at most what I'll do for the rest of my tattoos. But yeah, I'm getting old and it hurts. So I don't think I will be adding more in the near future. Maybe if I hit a really significant milestone, I might, but at the moment, no. Ow. My own little joys. Yippee, do you have a wish list for your trip next month? So I actually do. I plan to check out the Cartier store in Australia. I know that you can get some tax return, so I am really hoping to head over to the Cartier and check out if I can get one of my 5 luxe items. cmhchristine, hi babe, would want to ask your opinion about the rodeo. Do you think it's worth the price for accessories? So I have a rodeo, and that was a gift from a wonderful subscriber. It's beyond what I think I deserve. I don't think I deserve that gift, so I have one and I absolutely love it. But on my own, I would not buy a rodeo. It is very expensive, and you guys know my stance on bag charms. I have tried multiple times to accessorize my bag with charms and little trinklets and all, and poofs, and it never works out. And I have come to the realization I am not a bag accessorizing kind of person. I will only do things like a twirly, or a bandeau, or maybe even like a luggage tag. I can do that, but anything that is adding weight to my bag, just making it a bit like I don't know. So a rodeo to me is the same. I love the one that I have, and I think it looks so beautiful with my Birkin. But if I were to buy it on my own, unless I have surpluses amount of money, I don't think I would, right? If I really wanted one, I might go to the pre-love market to get it, but buying it in store, super expensive. Pokedotta, what do you think of the Katagram Kirigami? Did you start using it? Is the whole piece silkscreen printed? Okay, so I love the Katagram Kirigami. 3 pieces, all 3 are different designs. I mean, in terms of color, one's black, one's white, and one is the canvas brownie color. And the cats are so cute, and the mice inside is just like the icing on the cake. I love it, okay? And because of that, I have not started using it. It's one of those things that I want as a collector's item. It's kind of like my LV multi-color cosmetic purse. I haven't started using it. I have actually thought about selling it because I don't know, I know I won't use it. That's my problem. But anyway, at the moment, I'm keeping it in my collection. I absolutely love it. And whether the whole thing is silk screen printed, I actually don't know. So I'm not going to pretend like I know. I think when I feel it, it feels like it's only the patterns are silk screen and the canvas is just that colored canvas. But I can kind of think maybe the colored ones, like the white and the black, is silk screen on top of it. But I'm not going to pretend that I Absolutely no. I do know there are parts that are silkscreen, whether the whole thing is, I'm not gonna say I know. marybeth.lengyel, I love watching your videos, thank you. vivianwwpoon, hi Kat, any recommendations on buying pre-loved items? How to authenticate the items? Your first question, I guess, it really depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for a Chanel item, an LV item? There are so many items in the pre-loved market, and if you're unsure, you're not confident on buying one, like I'm not really confident on buying pre-loved items, really expensive ones. I always look for reputable resellers, or go to those kind of companies that they just do the business on selling pre-loved things like Fashion File, the Real, Vestiaire Collection is another one. They are pretty reputable, and they do have their own team that will do the authentication. And I think if you do receive any item that is, maybe not original, or you feel like maybe the authenticity is questionable, you can always return it to them. So those are obviously the safer bets, but of course you pay a premium for that. If you are more confident on buying it on your own, like you will do your own authentication, then buying on eBay is also an option. For me, I've only bought one item on eBay, and it was really pretty cheap in my sense. I've never bought anything more than $1,000 on eBay, because I don't know, I'm not really good at authenticating things. There are services that you can subscribe to, or you can pay like per authentication. The one that I've done for my Hermes bag is with Baba Baby, and she's really famous. So she will send her pictures, and she will authenticate the item for you, and she'll give you a cert to say that, based on the pictures, they look real. She'll check the stitching and everything. So she is pretty reputable. Windyrain, hello Kat, have you tried any La Prairie skincare products? Are they really worth the scary price tag? Thanks. I have tried. Oh, let me grab it. Okay, all right. So this is the one that I have. This is the La Prairie eye cream, the cellular ice crystal cream, I think. Yeah, so this is a gift from my boss. She gave this to me with, it was a set, a moisturizer and an eye cream. And I finished the moisturizer. It took me a long time because I was super stingy with it. It's so expensive. Even though it was a gift, I wanted to cherish every single dollop that was stuck on my face. And, well, is it worth the price tag? I think if I bought it on my own, I would have treated it the same. It took me so long. Look at it, I've hardly done a dent on it because I am super stingy with this cream. I'm like, dab it everywhere. I don't know. I really don't know. I think there are creams that are just as good, but I know my boss swears by it. She's in her mid-50s and her skin looks really good. So I think La Prairie is something that I would consider using if I am much older, like where I'm only in my 30s, though I'm reaching my 40s. I think it's a bit rich, so I use it only at night. And I do see the difference in the morning. I feel like my skin is plumped and hydrated. It's like it had a good night's sleep. But I don't know if I would buy it just for that. Like I could probably buy a few things like oils and better moisturizers and put it together, and I still get the pretty same result. Now I don't know in the long term whether it's worth the price tag, but looking at my boss and looking at her skin, how plumped, and she doesn't have any, like I have lines like this, but she doesn't. So I guess if I use her as a judge, she uses the blue bottles, the one with the caviar and all that, and she's been using it for like, I don't know, more than 10-15 years. I can tell you that there are results. I won't say her skin is like baby smooth. I mean, obviously she is not young, but I can see that in terms of lines, like fine lines and all that, she doesn't have any. So she has like, her skin is tight. Yeah, so for her, it's worth the price tag. She buys it all the time. It's in the thousands, and for her, it's worth the price tag. For me, because I don't use it regularly, I can't tell you, but from what I've used so far, it does plump up the skin. Yeah, it does. But that price. Loveluxeat. What's the first store you'll be visiting on your birthday? So it will be Cartier, and well, not on my birthday, but in my birthday month when I go to Australia. Zenaphobia. Hi Kat. Any comments on Chanel's quality in the recent years? I've seen a lot of people saying Chanel's quality has been on the decline despite the price increases. Also, have you shopped pre-loved in Singapore? If so, recommend us some pre-loved places you've tried. Okay, so your first question is Chanel's quality. I haven't actually had any problems with Chanel products. So far, the ones that I've received and owned and used, they're good. So I haven't had any like, oh, the strap is not, you know, tight in line, or, you know, maybe the quilts are out of place a bit. The ones that I have so far, I've seen they're good. They're good. I won't say they're like worth the price tag. Obviously, every time they jack up the price, I'm like, oh, is it really worth it? Are you supposed to do that? Like, seriously, please. But I haven't had any problems with Chanel. So far, so good for me. I know people have been complaining in terms of like the chain, maybe, you know, the connection is like out of place, or maybe they're not sewing it properly. I really haven't had that problem, and I hope I don't. So yeah, I haven't had any experience with that. Have I shopped any pre-loved in Singapore? So I've only done it for my Birkin and my Kelly through an Instagram reseller, and she's Singapore based. I have been to another shop. What is that shop called? Also an Instagram seller. His name is Garrick from Your Authentic Reseller, and he has a store in Far East Plaza. Sells amazing Hermes bags. They have also non-Hermes, which is like Dior, Kelly and all. Dior, Chanel, LV, etc. Balenciaga. I bought my Balenciaga brand new from his place. And yeah, I guess that's one spot you could go. I don't know many pre-loved places, actual stores. The other one that I do know is Lexicon, but they only exclusively do Hermes pieces. So it really depends on what you're looking for, what particular brand you're looking for pre-loved. But I think most of the stores in Singapore, they are pretty good. Just make sure you authenticate your item even though you buy it from a store. Michelle Illumi. Le Boy lambskin walk with a snap closure at $1,000 pre-loved, or trendy CC lambskin brand new at $3,100. Oh my goodness, this is a super tough question. I read this last night and I was like, oh. So with the Le Boy, okay, so let's talk about the boy. Let's talk about the two. The Le Boy lambskin, love, price $1,000, love, pre-love, that's alright. But snap closure, that's my problem. Snap closure is my, ugh. I know the price is great, but I have a real problem with a snap closure. I just don't like it. Trendy CC, love. Lambskin, love. Price, oh my goodness. So we are battling between the snap closure and the price. Cheap, but irritating. Awesome, but expensive. That's how I look at it. Unless you are absolutely fine with the snap closure, then I would say go with the cheaper option, because for me, I have a big problem with the snap closure. I find that even though I'm paying a pretty good price with it, I hate finding the snap closure every time it goes over, and I'd rather actually spend much more and enjoy the bag, and that is with the turn lock. I just love it that way. But if you can get around that, you know, oh, I'm absolutely fine with the snap closure, then babe, go with the cheaper option, because the trendy CC at that price is not worth it. Luxpurselove. What bag in your collection would you rebuy no matter how much the price has increased since you originally bought it? So the bag that I would buy over and over again is my Chanel camera case in lambskin. It is a seasonal piece, not a classic piece, but if they come up with that bag again and the price has, say, increased 20%, I would buy it again. I absolutely love that Chanel camera bag. It is the perfect size, and I don't know, it just looks so elegant along my body. It looks great going out. It looks like a nice evening bag. You can use it kind of like a clutch. You pull the chain in, and it's so luxurious. The size, functional. So that's one bag that I would definitely repurchase. Tinklebell.bags. I remember you mentioning wanting a Rolex in the future. Would you rather a two-tone Rolex or a stainless steel one? Which one would be the one you would get if you get one? Okay, so I would actually get the two-tone Rolex. Just because I already have a stainless steel watch. I have the one which is the Omega from my parents, and that's a fully stainless steel, just a silver colored watch. So that to me is complete. I don't need another stainless steel watch. My Cartier watch, which is kind of like the two-tone, you know, it's got a bit of gold here and then the stainless steel. I love it. I think because it's two-toned, I can wear it with multiple accessories. I can wear a silver ring, like my white gold rings. I can wear my gold rings, and it goes together. So two-tone to me is more versatile with your other accessories. And I don't know, I like it, like two-tone feels a little bit more luxurious. Like if I could add some diamonds on it, oh, that would be great. Finish all the questions on my post. Now I'm going into my personal messages, and I've got several questions there as well. So the first one from joycechng. Funny question. I love stationery like paper, planners, and stickers. Are you into them as well? I saw your LV agenda. You must be too. Babe, I am a stationery freak, okay? In the recent years, I have not bought so much, but if you knew me when I was young, I hoarded, okay? I hoarded stickers, papers, you know, any kind of envelopes, stationeries, colored pens. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love writing. So now I don't do it so much because I know that is like wasteful. But every time I pass by a stationery store and I see like these rows and rows of pens, I'm like, ooh, need to test pens. ngmelvin, would you ever alter the original look of a bag to make it more practical or usable? Example, remove the chain from a medium plastic flap and use another strap on it for crossbody. You know, I read your question last night and I was sitting there going like, never! And it's true, I would never want to alter the look of an original bag. Like I want a bag to be what it is, right? But I have thought about it a little bit more, and I guess my stance is I will never, right? I will never go and buy a bag thinking that I will alter it. Like I would go and buy a medium flap, like use the medium flap as it is. But over time, if I find that, you know, maybe the bag has, you know, it's not looking so great anymore, you know, I know I'm never gonna sell it. And I also, one more guideline is that I know what I'm gonna alter is reversible. Then I would consider altering it. So one example which I kind of altered is my LV Empreinte clay. So that key clay, the pink one that I have, it comes with a keychain. So after I watched Minnie's video where she actually took a plier and removed that keychain gently and she kept it aside, I was like, oh my gosh, that's one thing I would alter, because that freaking keychain in that key clay, it's already a pretty slim key clay. It's freaking irritating. Every time I take out my card, that chain is there, and I actually don't use it with anything else. I don't use it to hang on anything. I don't put my keys on it. So that's one thing I altered, but I knew that I'm never gonna sell that wallet. If I ever sell it, it'll be like dirt cheap. I'll probably have to give it away or just use it until it's like absolutely gross and torn. So I will never wanna, like, never think of selling it. I've used it long enough to say that, yeah, it's a bit dodgy looking right now. And also I know what I'm making, the change on that little purse is reversible. I could always hook that chain back. Now come to think of it, I don't know where that keychain is, but yeah, it's somewhere in the house. Hook that keychain back and put it back. So I know the change is reversible. Then I would consider altering the item. But I would never buy a bag with that thought in mind. I'll never go in a store buying a brand new bag like, I'm gonna alter you, I'm gonna change you. So yeah, that's my stance. I would not do it. Only if those 3 criteria pop into place, then maybe. Key. How do you decide on what bag to swap out? So I guess you're talking about how I decide to swap out bag week to week. So last week I was using my Chanel jumbo bag, which is a pretty big bag, silver hardware, you know, it's bulky, it's heavy and all, and I have things to put inside. So when I kind of think about it. You know, I don't actually have like, oh, this is the bag I'm going to use for the whole week. I don't really have that kind of mind. I just, when I'm going to pull a bag out, I kind of look at my closet like, this bag I haven't used in a while. That's kind of what I go through first. But when I think about it, I'll also think about the week that I'm going to have. Like, is that going to be a week that I'm running around a lot? Is it a rainy week? Has it been raining a lot this week? I think about the weather as well. I'm like, it's been really raining, so yeah, I guess the caviar will be alright. Even if it's a very busy week, like I know that I'll have multiple days, I'll be running around classes, so I don't actually want to have a bulky bag, then I will not pick the jumbo, even though I thought, oh, well, I haven't used it, well, I should use you. But I would consider a few things like how my week is going to be, how the weather is going to be as well, and yeah, whether I need such a sized bag for that week. I need to put a lot of things and all that. Miraclecassie. Do you and your husband quarrel and have disagreement over financial matters? Yeah, we do. We have kind of disagreements in terms of spending. Not so much on my shopping spending, because he knows I don't touch his money for all my luxury stuff. This is my own money. But it comes to things about the house. Sometimes it's like, you know, should we buy a TV? Should we buy this? And then we get in disagreement because I'm the one who's like, no, don't buy it. You know, resist first. And he's like, you don't want to spend the money. So in those instances we do. And then in terms of saving as well, because sometimes I forced him to put money aside and he'd be like, oh, just use it, you know, just use it. And you know, things like that we do have disagreements on, but they're not really big disagreements. They're just like maybe just in an opinion disagreement, but we kind of do settle the situation on the spot. Like most of the time I'm like, just do it, and he'll be like, and he'll do it. So yeah, it's not that bad, and yeah, we're pretty lucky in that sense. Stanza 388. What do you think about getting the same bag in a different color, print, size, or brand? I always had a rule not to duplicate, but I keep thinking about getting a medium Gabrielle, I have the small, or an Azure Neo BB, I have the monogram, or a Chanel LV bum bag, I have the Gucci. I keep reminding myself not to be greedy, thanks. I'm actually not a fan of duplicating the bag that I have. I like variety. I like to have different bags for different reasons, even though I know a bag's a bag, right? But it's just like a Chanel jumbo, and then I have a Swift leather bag, I have my Birkin. I just like to have that kind of variety. But the one bag that made me consider having like duplicates of was my Celine box bag. When I started to use that bag, I absolutely loved it, okay? I absolutely loved how functional it felt. Like I don't know, I just love opening it, seeing the compartments, how easily it opens as an accordion style. And I could see all my things and put it, obviously, when it gets too full, it's a bit hard to close, but things like that, I really love the bag, and I loved how simple it looked, so clean, no logos, nothing, and it looked great in photos as well. So I actually considered, really considered having a duplicate of that bag, like maybe a different size or a different color or a different material and all. After breathing and thinking more about it, I don't think I love that bag enough for me to make that decision. So I guess I would only consider having duplicates if I really love the bag, like it's to die for. So one bag that I really feel like I could have duplicates of is my Chanel camera case. That bag, the little one that I have, which is in lambskin chevron, it's one of the few bags that, probably in my entire collection, it is the only bag that I have at this moment that I would consider having a duplicate of in a different color. Still lambskin, still the same size, but maybe in a different color that it may come out in the future. So yeah, I have to be crazy in love with the bag for me to consider having a duplicate of. Not to be, to match other things, not to, like, oh, I need this one to match this occasion, this one to match this. No, I don't really want that. I want to be like in love with the bag for me to consider buying exactly the same. Makedanjohnson, what are your favorite color and hardware combinations? Like black leather with gold hardware or something like that? So with black, I actually like it in both. I like gold and I also like silver, and it depends on the black. Like when it comes to like a matte gold, I really like it with black. I feel like it makes the black stand out. It also makes the gold stand out. But with like shinier bags, like shiny material black color, I like it with silver. I feel like that tones down the bag a little bit, because if it's with shiny gold as well, it does make it a little bit loud. But I still like it. I still like if it's shiny and shiny. It looks beautiful. Black with gold, that's just something so like classy and luxurious about it. Silver is more, I feel like it's a little bit more understated, but yet still looks absolutely professional and beautiful. Other color combinations, I actually like beige with silver, right? I know, right? People say, oh, beige with gold, it stands out, but I actually like beige with silver. I like the fact that it looks a little bit more neutral, like just dull, but still really beautiful. I think red and silver is also a very nice color combination. Another color combination that I actually quite like is pink with silver. I think there is something just so cute about that. When it's with gold, I don't know, it kind of blends a little bit. I feel like the pink blends with the gold a little bit. But if it's with silver, it just stands out. Like the silver like makes it pop a bit more, makes the pink pop much more. And that's one color combination I like. Yeah, we could go on and on, okay, so but if you're just talking about black, I like it with both color combinations. Save the last two questions from Van Vava 1. First one is, do you regret after selling your handbags? So babe, you haven't watched my video. I have a video like bags I've sold because I'm stupid, and then bags I've sold because our sellers regret it all. I put the two videos down below. Yeah, I have. I've definitely regretted selling bags. Sometimes it's because I am too, the word like kanjong, like just, you know, anxious to sell a bag. Maybe I want to get another bag, so I have seller's regret in those sense. So yes, I'm not immune to it. I've made mistakes of selling bags, and yeah, it hurts. It hurts because I know after it's really hard to get that same bag again. Okay, your last question, this is a good one. Are you going through some psychotherapy or life coaching because you suddenly change your consuming behavior? I love this question because it is kind of true. I am trying my best to change my consuming behavior, but I am definitely nowhere near it, okay? Nowhere near it. I tell myself I am, but in truth, I am still the same person. I'm still like, I need to go shopping. But I have not, but seriously, I have not gone through any life coaching. Not gone through any life coaching or any psychotherapy. No, definitely not. I am just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the things that I have. I'm feeling a bit like, I don't know, it's a very flat feeling with the things that I have. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, okay, you're cool, another bag. Oh, yeah, okay, yep, another eyeshadow. And like, I'm excited at the moment that I purchase it. I'm like, oh my gosh! But when I have it in my collection already, the feeling becomes flat. I no longer have the excitement of using it, really enjoying the item. And I came to realize that last year, and I felt that I don't want that kind of feeling. So it's more of me. I'm realizing it myself, not after I read somewhere. But when I started to feel it, and I started to watch some videos, and like, oh gosh, this is pretty common to a lot of people. People feeling overwhelmed, going for the minimalistic lifestyle and all. And I also felt like because I was getting a lot of stuff, I was building a lot of waste. Like, I wasn't using my makeup fast enough, I wasn't using my lipstick fast enough, you know, things are going to waste because I'm throwing them out as they expire. So that was one of the reasons why I did that whole stop shopping thing, because one of the reasons is, you know, I really want to stop wasting stuff. And secondly, I also want to feel, you know, really feel like something is worth buying, really worth buying, okay? It's really tough, okay, because everything to me is worth buying. I love makeup, I love luxury, I love clothes. Well, maybe not as much as my makeup and my lux stuff, but I love shopping, okay? I love shopping, and everything I see that's thrown at me in marketing or as I walk through the mall, I feel like, oh, I need it. I need it, and I want it, and I get so excited about having it, trying it, buying it. But when I actually have it already, that feeling just dips so quickly. And I don't want that. I want to be able to really at least enjoy it for as long as I can before that feeling dips. Because, you know, we're human, right? We always want new things. We always want to like, enjoy something, and as the somebody said marginal utility, I remember that, as it dips, you want to get the next high, and I can understand that. But I was at a point whereby it's so steep, the drop, where I buy things, I'm like, yes, and then put it aside. I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't want that to be what I'm. I don't want that to be what I do anymore. I want to be like being able to buy, and then as I use it, I'm like, oh, it's amazing. And actually, the utility, the feeling of loving it goes higher. And of course, then we're human, like I said, right? It gets boring. It gets boring. Kind of, oh, same eyeshadow. Okay, I think I've used you enough for me to say, all right, fine, let's get another one. Because I was at a point where I'll use it once and then bored. So I don't want that anymore, and it happens when we're shopping too much. So I haven't been going through life coaching. I'm changing my consuming behavior because I feel like this is very unhealthy. This is very wasteful, unhealthy, unnecessary. Like, I want to be a better person because I am so blessed and so fortunate to be able to enjoy so many good things. I shouldn't be so wasteful. I should appreciate everything I have, and that is for me to grow up. I hope I am growing up. But I'm telling you, babe, it's not easy, okay? Because I love shopping. And in fact, I'm going out after this, and I have a few things I need to buy. So I need to buy, okay? I will definitely confess in February because I failed. I kind of failed a little bit, yeah, I'll confess, but I'll tell you guys all about it in February's monthly confessions. It's awful. But yeah, I'll justify it, okay? I'll justify it. Yeah, I am changing my consuming behavior, and I hope for the better, and I know some of you are joining me in it. And to me, it's not cold turkey, okay? I'm not going cold turkey. It's not something that I'm like, no more shopping, never again. No, I'm doing it step by step because I know me as a person, if I lock myself up and just throw my wallet into the dustbin and just never look at, I'll go crazy, okay? I'll go crazy because we want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy the things that are out there, but I want to do it mindfully. So I'm finding the good balance, okay? I'm trying to find a good balance. It's so difficult. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed all the questions today and my answers. It is pretty late. I am supposed to go out to do a little bit of window shopping and to get a few things. Some of them are necessary. I will tell you guys all about it. Some of them are necessary. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will definitely do another Q&A soon. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where I always post questions, requests for questions on my Instagram. So follow me there and then post your questions. Anytime you see it, I normally leave that post for at least a day, or like 12 hours to a day, so that you guys will be able to pop your questions if you have any for me. So you guys take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.